Hey guys, today I have another hate-fueled rant because I don't like living a peaceful life, and I'm going to be talking about another video from Survival Gear. This is 10 cool home security gadgets on Amazon that you need right now, and I'm going to skip around a little more in this video because there are some of these that just aren't really, there's not a lot to talk about, so this might be a shorter video, but yeah, let's get into it.
This brilliant Japanese invention lets you capture criminals with a Spider-Man-like net. Propelled by compressed CO2, the Ultranet casts a square Dyneema net over 50 feet per second, carried by 4 rubber-padded corner weights, a horizontal distance.
This seems either completely useless or actually illegal, depending on what state you live in, because this can be considered taking down someone who's already fleeing, which is illegal. You can't use lethal or non lethal force to subdue someone who's running away in a lot of states, which fucking whatever. But also, I don't really see this being useful inside of a house. It's not exactly spacious enough for a 10 by 10-foot net to be launched out. So, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that one. Let's go to the next one.
The most unusual pieces of security equipment we've seen. The Zero Vision is an advanced security system aimed at deterring and incapacitating intruders, keeping your property safe and secure. Once the system confirms an intruder's presence, the device essentially blinds them with a powerful blast of fog. However, Zero Vision is not just a fog-producing device. It comprises a sophisticated network of cameras that transmit footage to a central alarm receiver.
Okay, so this one, I'm kind of torn between because on one hand, I think it's a great idea to make it to where you're the opposition, the home invader, the person that is breaking into your house, make it to where they can't see. But one of the problems with this is that it makes it to where you can't see. If you can't see, you don't know where the threat is, and that's a big deal. You want to make sure you know exactly where the threat is. You want to make sure that you neutralize the threat, whether that be lethal or non-lethal. And as interesting and as like movie-esque that I think this is, I just don't think it would be a good idea. So let's see what else it has to offer.
Receiving Center. Here, trained personnel assess the situation to minimize false alarms. Upon confirming the need for intervention, the center activates the fog release mechanism.
Well, what the fuck is this guy doing? He saw the smoke and he's just fucking sending it. He does not care. He's getting that laptop and he's getting the $200 from the pawn shop.
Drastically reducing visibility and bewildering the intruder. Simultaneously, law enforcement is alerted and dispatched to the location to apprehend the criminal. The gadget blends seamlessly into its surroundings.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. It makes it to where you can't see, and if you have family to protect, that's a really big no go. And in most home defense situations, I don't find this being useful at all. So let's take a look at the next one.
The Pepper Blaster 2 from Kimber. It's a Derringer-style pepper spray launcher.
All right, I'm not even gonna entertain this. It's less than lethal. It's basically a pepper spray. Use a gun or use this, or just regular pepper spray, which would probably be more effective. You'd probably have a better time using that. Yeah, this is dumb.
Looks like something straight from Batman's utility belt. The device is called the bowler wrap, and it restrains a subject by propelling an 8-foot Kevlar cord that wraps around their arms and legs. The bowler wrap looks much like an electric razor, but sounds like a handgun when fired. To apprehend an intruder, you aim a specialized laser at.
So I kind of have the same problem with this as I did the net. It's like you don't have enough room to use this in a home invader situation. So why would you even bother? Plus, I've heard that these are actually quite easy to get out of, unlike like bigger bolas that they used to use for subduing cattle and shit like that. This just seems like a waste of money and a waste of your time.
Next up, we have a security gadget that comes straight from the battlefield.
I was waiting for this one. This is really here. Let's see what they have to say.
It's not a real mine, of course, but it sure does make a loud sound when it goes off, thanks to a burst of carbon dioxide gas. That's enough to send any would-be thief running for the hills. Furthermore, you can enhance your mine with some extra goodies. You could use pepper balls to really drive the message home. Trust me, a face full of pepper is not something they'll forget in a hurry. Now, how do you set off this device? Well, if you're the set it and forget it type, you can rig it up with an infrared sensor or a tripwire.
And that's where we draw it because that is illegal. Setting up traps that are lethal or non lethal is completely illegal, and I'm pretty sure every single state, regardless of whether you're peppering them with steel BBs or peppering them with baby powder, it is illegal. And the reason for that is that so first responders don't get fucking mauled by claymores or, any other things that could prevent them from doing their job, which I do understand. Unless you're literally sitting there camping in your hallway waiting for someone to come down it and you have the detonator in your hand, which it fucking God forbid if it's police that come down the hallway and they just see you sitting there with your pistol in one hand and a detonator in the other. You're not in for a fucking good time at that point. So I definitely would not recommend this in any fashion unless you just want to set up traps on your property and not get caught. I don't recommend that. We don't break the law here, guys. We don't do that.
And let the burglar do the work for you. But if you've already spotted them on your security cam, why not give them a scare they won't forget? Just press the button on your remote and watch the fireworks. This remote weapon turret is right out of Call of Duty. The sublethal remote gun is a non-lethal weapon mounted and connected to a camera that allows the user to engage an intruder without being on site. The primary weapon is a powerful air gun shooting standard .68 caliber non-lethal bullets or pepper balls, causing extreme pain without being life-threatening. The magazine holds up to 155 rounds, but is unlikely that more than 10 bullets are used in one incident. A typical control room will take 20 seconds from the time they receive a remote alarm signal to the time that the weapon is armed and ready for action. That's really great, considering that the fastest armed response will react in minutes.
This is sort of the same thing as the Claymore, essentially, the paintball Claymore. This is some very risky ground, and if you need to use this in a home defense situation, it will probably not turn out well for you in court because this looks incredibly scary to any jury that would be proceeding over your case. So I wouldn't recommend this. I would just go for using a gun, like most people, and not waste your money on some nonsense.
Caution, danger of injury from fence spikes. Made with great weathering resistance, these aggressive-looking spikes are very effective against unwanted intruders. The Stegastrip anti-climb spike system uses an innovative design which makes these harmless plastic spikes look like they're made from wrought iron. The aggressive appearance immediately acts as a highly effective visual deterrent to any would.
This, for the most part, I don't have any problem. The only thing that I think it makes more difficult for you as someone who's going to be defending your home is that this can make your home look more enticing to a would-be robber. Well, it will make it more dangerous to try and get into, but they'll probably think, ooh, they're probably hiding something really good in there. Why don't I try and break in? And then they find out that the spikes are plastic, and then you're fucked. I mean, all it takes is them reaching the top of the fence, and then they find out they're plastic, and they just throw a tarp over, and that's it. And it's kind of the same thing with razor wire. You just throw a tarp over razor wire, and that's it. So I don't really, I think the best camouflage or the best home defense is being completely, have a normal house, have one that doesn't look like it's housing anything fantastical that will make them super rich. And then that's when you drop the ball on them. You fucking hit them with the 1-2. So let's move on from that one.
Coming in next on our list is one of the most powerful, less lethal guns, the Salt Gun. Forcefully shoots rounds at up to 350 feet per second, causing severe impact distress. Instead of bullets, Salt Gun fires small rounds filled with a powdered chemical that explodes on impact, delivering the same kinetic energy as being hit by a 50-mile-per-hour fastball. Salt states that their gun's chemical compounds are more potent than those used by the Department of Homeland Security and the U.S.
Yeah, I can't deny that this dude looks like he got fucked up, but again, it's like probably better if you used a beanbag shotgun. That'll be cheaper. Like, why waste your money? Especially on this, just no.
U.S. military. The shots contain the active ingredient oleoresin capsicum derived from ghost peppers. This chemical causes disorientation and breathing difficulties. Contact with exposed skin will also create intense burning sensations on site. As horrid as these effects seem, they'll not cause permanent damage, and the effects last for only 30 minutes. It features a 5-round magazine, and the 8-gram CO2 cylinder provides 25 shots. The gun is accurate up to 150 feet, which obliterates the range of more traditional pepper sprays.
Yeah, the only reason I could ever see getting this is if you're not allowed to have a firearm in your country or state. So, and really, I mean, you're not allowed to have a firearm. I'm sure these are fucking on their way out for you too. So, good luck with that.
And tasers. Its usability, lack of recoil, lack of lethality, and area of effect will be enticing for families and those who wouldn't feel comfortable using a live firearm.
Well, I mean, if you're not comfortable, I think one of the things that the advertisement is trying to get here is that you're not comfortable having a firearm around your children. I mean, how great would it be? I mean, it'd be terrible if an accident were to happen with a firearm, but like imagine you have 2 of your children and they get into your drawer because you think this is safer to keep stowed away in an unlocked drawer because you have fucking smooth brain. And then one of your kids fucking pepper balls your other kid in the face and probably fucking unalives them right there. I mean, this just seems like an accident waiting to happen, especially from the advertisement that they have here.
Based on unique proprietary technology and key customer insights, the Sunflower Labs Beehive system aims to be the most reliable, fastest to deploy, and easiest to use autonomous security drone on the market. The Beehive system integrates with existing security cameras and sensors and allows the deployment to be scheduled or automated based on external triggers and events. The total flight time is around 20 minutes, depending on temperature and weather conditions. In optimal conditions,
So, i.e., if you live in a cold area, don't buy this because it'll probably last about 10 minutes in cold weather.
the bee's capable of observing an event anywhere on a 4-acre property within 30 seconds. The drone's also self-charging. It lands precisely in its housing, which charges the bee while it's docked. The video
So, this is like the same thing as the spikes. It's like it could be a great deterrent at first, but once fucking Joe Schmo here realizes that you've got something that costs probably $3,000, I didn't check the price. It could be $100. It's not, but once they see that you have something like that you're protecting your property with, they're probably like, oh, he's got some really good shit in there. Again, be unassuming.
from the bee drone can be configured to automatically stream into any modern video management system. The drone connects directly to the hive using a dedicated encrypted point-to-point radio connection and is designed to respond safely to any connectivity issues that may occur during flight. The total cost of the Sunflower system depends on many factors, such as size of the property, configuration, and location. As we wrap up, remember that
All right, so this is just a wrap up. I'm guessing that that thing is essentially a subscription service. I wouldn't be surprised, considering everything is now. But again, just like my last video, I don't think you should take anything from this channel seriously. There was like one gadget in here that I thought was interesting, and it was this. And even then, it's not really that useful. It just kind of blinds both of you, and then you're stumbling around like the Three Stooges. So if you're going to take firearms advice or home defense advice, take it from people who actually know what they're talking about. And that doesn't mean you should take it from me because I'm literally a fat guy behind a computer. Go do your own research. I'm just sitting here ranting and raving. Whatever I do say, I want you to back it up with other people. I don't want you to take my word as gospel because that's like asking a homeless person for financial advice. And yeah, I mean, homeless person could tell you some pretty good shit, but you always want to back it up with fucking an accountant. So here I just wanted to talk about I'm at 717 subscribers. Kind of blows my mind. I didn't think anyone would want to watch anything that I make because it's fucking stupid. I mean, I love doing this. This is so much fun. It's crazy to think that there are people out there that want to watch my stuff, and I love everyone that has decided to click on my videos and stay for longer than 10 seconds. You can't see me, but I have a huge smile on my face. I want to try and branch out. I'm still going to be doing the history breakdowns, of course. I like making those. I have one that I'm working on right now. This is just sort of a breakaway. The history one that I'm working on right now is taking a little longer than expected, and I wanted to throw something up. There's other stuff that I want to talk about, but if you guys are interested in seeing anything else, please let me know if you've made it this far. But yeah, thanks for your support. Thanks for watching my videos, and have a great day. Bye.